So guys, coming in from Searchlight Pictures, it's the official teaser of A Complete Unknown. This is the latest James Mangold project, starring Timothée Chalamet as Bob Dylan. Now, I don't expect we're going to get too much. It's 1:52, which is quite long for a teaser, to be fair.
Yeah.
But I imagine that it's a biopic of the great man, and I think it will be drama-driven. So, good luck with the reactions.
Yeah, I mean, Stephen, how many Bob Dylan biopics have we had now? I mean, I think of the one with Heath Ledger, Kate Blanchett, a couple others. I think it was just meant to be Heath Ledger, and obviously passed away untimely. And other actors had to stand in and fulfil the role. But he's such a world-renowned figure, pop cultural musical icon. Obviously, he's a Nobel Peace Prize winner for writing, a Nobel Prize winner. He's just an all-round icon, and his story's so connectable. It's this poor guy, rough, well, he's kind of poor, rising from the dirt in Duluth, Minnesota, becoming just an absolute legend of art, of writing, of music. And that's a story that can be told again and again. I'm really intrigued by this. Mangold's great.
I was going to say, John Mangold, great. I think Mangold is the right person for it because he's done the Johnny Cash biopic Walk the Line a few years ago. It was over 15 years ago, I think.
It's crazy, yeah.
So he knows how to deal with these things. He knows how to sort of capture the essence of the artiste.
Yeah.
So I'm looking and I'm expecting big things from this movie.
Anumeha, what are you? Are you aware? I know you're from a completely different walk of life to us two weirdos. I'm not a weirdo.
We are weirdos. Yes. Let's be honest.
I'm not a weirdo. I take that back right away. That's the wrong adjective.
No,
Are you aware of Bob Dylan? Have you heard of Bob Dylan?
Yeah, I have heard his music before, and as you rightly mentioned, he's an absolute legend.
Yeah.
And his biopic should be made. I'm surprised, like it's the first time somebody is making his biopic. I'm not sure, like if it's the first time or somebody's already made his biopic before.
Yeah.
Is it the first time? Oh, okay.
I don't know. I mean, there was another movie, but I've never seen it. I don't know if it was a biopic or whether it was just a specific point in his life. I've never seen the film. I just know Heath Ledger.
I saw bits of it.
Was in it. It was a weird kind of film. It never really took my fancy.
I think it was sort of portrayed, as you said, like various actors played different stages of his life. Yeah. So, and Kate Blanchett was probably the best one out of the lot.
She's a woman. Yeah.
Yeah, she was fantastic.
I don't know what that says about Bob. But yeah, I mean, this is probably the first series biopic about his life, and obviously, as you did allude to, Stephen Mangold is a man who's got previous for making musical biopics, and Walk the Line was stunning. Yeah. And what Joaquin delivered as Johnny was stunning. So I'm looking forward to it, man. I forgot all about it. I'm not going to lie. I was like, what the hell's A Complete Unknown? Clearly a huge Bob Dylan fan. Didn't get the reference. A complete unknown, like a rolling stone.
Yeah.
Clearly flew right over my head. But I know what it is now. I remember it. Love Chalamet. Really looking forward to it. This guy's a chameleon actor. Nothing he can't do. He can play Paul Atreides. He can play a junkie. He can play everything. I'm calling him a junkie because he was a junkie in that one with Steve Carell. There's nothing the man Beautiful boy. He can't. Yeah. Nothing he can't do. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it, seeing how he does as one Bobby Dylan, as we famously had on our iTunes back in the day. Shall we press play and get into this though?
Yes.
Play. I'll get it up. I have.
I want to tell you a little story.
Got euphemism.
A few months back, my friend Woody Guthrie and I, we met a young man. He dropped in on us out of nowhere and he played us a song. In that moment, we got a feeling we were getting a glimpse of the future.
Oh, where have you been, my blue-eyed son? Oh, where have you been, my darling young one? I stumbled on the side of 12 misty mountains.
Oh man, that's pretty impressive.
I walked and I crawled on 6 crooked highways. I stepped in the middle of 7 sad forests. I've been out in front of a dozen dead oceans. I've been 10,000 in the mouth of a graveyard. And it's a heart, it's a heart, oh, it's a heart, it's a heart, it's a hard rain gonna fall. That's how I got so far.
Good start.
Oh, looks fantastic.
Almost unrecognisable.
Yeah. Just, yeah, he does look unrecognisable. Stephen, there's obviously an Anumeha. Sorry, I keep just what do you call it?
5 years of habit.
Yeah. It's just like a subconscious thing. There's obviously connections, connotations with Bob Dylan's life. Well, he didn't grow up in New York, but when he came to New York as a young man, very artsy scene. I think it was it the West Village or something like that? And Chalamet, who was born and bred, I believe, in New York and grew up in a similar scene. Obviously, decades apart, but very much a vibrant and artsy and liberal kind of town that he grew up in. So he will understand and have a sort of vague connection to Bob Dylan's life and what he was about in New York. And it looks as though it's focusing on that period, him coming to New York. You've seen it there and walking in, and how that shaped him leaving Minnesota. So, I mean, just right off the bat, I think Chalamet's got a real connection to the character, to the man himself. And we know how good an actor he is. Yeah. So I'm expecting something really special here from this film. There's always something about musical biopics. When they get it right, you're almost guaranteed Oscar buzz, if not a win. You think of Rami Malek, you think of, maybe not Taron Egerton because he didn't, but certainly Rami Malek. Off the back of my head, maybe, top of my head, Val Kilmer, was that maybe Oscar?
The Doors.
Buzz, The Doors. When you get it right, and
Elvis,
Mangold usually
obviously.
does, Elvis obviously with, blanking on his name, Jesus Christ, terrible. Austin Butler. I was thinking Baz Luhrmann, he was the director.
Yeah.
When you get these kind of stories right, they tend to be wonderful, and they're obviously award baiting. And I'm getting that vibe. You've got the real music in there, which is always really important.
Yeah.
The vibe and the period piece, it checks out. The costume design checks out. He's just vibes in general as the man checks out for me. I'm really excited for this.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I'm too, John. As you know, obviously I grew up listening to Bob Dylan's music through various family members. And I think the key for this is not, in terms of biopic, you want to sort of make sure that it's designed not just for Bob Dylan fans, but for people who are lovers of music. And they do that. I was never a big Elton John fan, but I loved that biopic. I was never a big Elvis fan, but I loved that biopic. It sounds like I don't like music by saying all this, but you don't have to be. You don't have to be a big fan if the film is made correctly. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah. The story's told correctly. I think James Mangold, obviously with Walk the Line, has done it before, and it looks like from that 1 minute 52 second teaser, he seems to have done it again.
Anumeha, what was your thoughts on that? Did you like to look at it? Just the vibes, feel of the trailer, where they're going with the story? Is it something that you connected with and enjoyed?
Yeah, definitely, John. Like I looking forward to it. I don't know about the director much. As you mentioned, like he has already created a couple of biopics. So yeah, I think it's looks like a good movie. So yeah, we'll surely go and see it.
Yeah, even Ford v Ferrari was kind of biopic. It was about real race driver and obviously Henry Ford trying to overtake Ferrari in Le Mans and whatnot. So he's got that in him.
Yeah, Mangold, he's good at a shot, John, as you said, you know, and he always gets his angles right as well. Yeah. You saw it in Ford versus Ferrari, Ferrari, sorry. You saw that, you know, he puts you in the driving seat. That's a terrible pun, but he certainly does. You know, and he's done it again here. I've noticed some of the shots sort of from floor level looking up at the back of Bob Dylan's head with that flashlight, spotlight sort of
behind him as well.
It's just
so
a
you're
great
getting
shot.
Anxiety almost of the performance, him stepping out onto the stage. you're living vicariously through him.
He does that though. He's really good at doing that.
But what's important, the last thing I'll say before we round it up, I think with these biopics as well, is if you're not someone who's familiar with Bob Dylan, his story, the man, the myth, the legend, the back catalogue of his music, this can be a great gateway for a newcomer into the man. If the story's done right, it can reignite that interest and passion with a new generation of people coming in and experiencing the man and his music. So it's really important to celebrate these figures and to tell their stories through different mediums like film, so they can live on forever with maybe generations of people who weren't lucky enough to hear their music. But what I digress, I'm going to get off my soppy soapbox here. What's your thoughts on The Complete Unknown, the official teaser? What's your thoughts on Chalamet, on Mangold, everything, the trailer, our reaction? Share your thoughts down below. If you've got anything to say down in the comments section, place them there. Like the video if you've enjoyed it, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon to get notifications straight to one's eyes. And until next time, thanks for watching us.